What's up everyone, Matt here. First off, I want to thank you all for the support and comments on the Fiverr vs Ozone 10 video. In this video, I figured better late than never, and a lot of you asked for it. You said I should have compared these masters using a loudness or LUFS meter, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. I opened the session, I haven't changed a thing. I'm gonna put a loudness meter on each track, including all three masters, and we are gonna compare how loud they are. After we do that, I'm gonna lower the limiter on the Ozone master since it was clearly louder, and we're gonna match all of them across the board to the $100 master, and then we will compare them dynamically. So let's do it and see how this sounds. So here we are in Logic Pro X. This is the same session. The only thing I've done is added these loudness meters on each track. So before we go into comparing the dynamics, let's start by comparing the loudness of each one of these masters. And I'm going to do that by simply soloing between each track in the final part of the chorus, which is the biggest part or the loudest and most dynamic. Let's discuss how this meter even works before we get into comparing these masters. And I'm using Logic Pro X loudness meter. It's pretty straightforward. It has three different values, M, S, and I. M being momentary, which is extremely fast loudness. That's what's happening right when it's playing. So you'll see that meter moving around quite a bit. You have S, which is short term. It's a little bit wider of a range, but it is still a very fast measuring amount. And then I, this is the one we're going to be focused on the most, which is integrated loudness. And this is pretty much loudness over a long period of time. As far as streaming goes, most streaming platforms prefer negative 14-ish on integrated levels for comparing loudness. You can go higher than that. A lot of people like to be around negative 10, which is actually where the $100 master seems to be. Here we go. Let's start with the $15 master. It's extremely clear that Ozone is the loudest out of all of these, coming in at negative 7.9, which is very loud. And in my opinion, you can hear a little bit of that limiting going on to the quality. Now, the 15 is negative 9.7. It's probably a lot of that low end that we're hearing and monitoring. The $50 negative 9.9. It's a great level, and the $100 master at negative 10.3, which again is where most people like to leave their masters around. So now that we've compared, we know Ozone is the loudest, it sounds the loudest. This is what we're gonna do. We are going to turn off this Ozone here and turn on this one. They are identical. I haven't changed any of the actual dynamic settings. The only thing I have done is lowered the threshold to negative 13.9. And on the original, it was at negative 16.9, so down by negative 3 decibels. And this is just so we can get it at the same level as the $100 master, which is around negative 10.3 integrated. On the $15 master, I have lowered it negative 0.7 decibels, and the $50 master, negative 0.5. So they should all roughly be the same volume at this point. And now let's compare the dynamics. I think it's good to note that I didn't actually try to master my song with Ozone 10. All I did was use the assistant master. I went, clicked assistant master, let it run and do its thing, and I chose a different genre. I think I may have adjusted an EQ or the stabilizer, but I didn't actually reference and master my song with Ozone. And I think it's really important to say that this is a great baseline and starting point for a master, but it's not a click a button and your song is mastered type of deal. I think you have to go and make those adjustments and reference and listen to other tracks to get a good, well-balanced master. Now you're really going to notice what's happening in the mix in each song. I'm going to do the same part, that final hook, and then maybe we'll move to one of the verses or something a little different. So let's do that now. Let's start with the $15 master. They're pretty much all the same level across the board, and you can really hear the difference in dynamics by comparing it this way. You notice that Ozone is bright and you lose a lot of that like low mid, and the $100 master seems very full and pretty much very well balanced. Same with the $50 master. The 15 is still bass heavy, as we've all discussed and know, but comparing it in this way really gives you an idea of what's happening with the dynamics. Ozone seems a little bright, maybe it needs some adjustments, but we can make those adjustments, which is really convenient. Let's compare another part. Let's check out one of the verses here, maybe verse 2. So you can see here the levels are slightly different because it's a different part of the song, but still very close overall. Again, this was just a video to compare the overall loudness. You can get a lot of loudness out of Ozone, but ultimately it really does come down to the actual dynamics of the song and making it sound good on and well-rounded on multiple speakers and multiple systems. Really gives you the ability to make those adjustments on your own and learn along the way. Just for fun, let's listen to the $100 master tone matched, which I did at the end of the video of the last one. If you didn't see this, I took the $100 master, I used it as a reference file inside Ozone to tone match that tone of that master to the Ozone file that it's going to be mastering. So just for fun, let's just see what this loudness looks like between the two. Let's go back to the hook. So here's the $100 master. And let's lower the gain to match loudness. Okay, we are gain matched. Let's play them back. Now, this was just a follow-up video to the Ozone 10 vs. 5 remasters. If you haven't seen that video yet, definitely check it out. Link will be in the description or up here somewhere. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on plugins and walkthroughs and other things like that coming out soon. We out. Bye.